What's up, guys? So I'm here off Hill Head today. Thought I'd do a quick video for you on my kayak setup and how I've set it out and the things I carry with me. As you can see, I have the Ocean Kayak Trident 13. I picked this kayak because of stability, as well as all the features, storage, rod holders, space for the fish finder, etc, etc. It's quite a good kayak, very popular with kayak fishing. But let me show you how I set it up. So on the front here, you can see I put a little bit of carpet here. This is mainly for sliding my paddle in so my paddle doesn't get scratched. I'll give you an example. See that? While I'm in the water, I can just slide my paddle in there. Goes in nice and easy. Doesn't scratch. So yeah, so that's why that bit of it's basically carpet from a car, footrest carpet. So just cut it out and stuck it on there. Okay. Well, in front of that, I've got a Gopro surf mount that I've put on the front, just for those front angles when out kayak fishing. Okay, moving down, I have a chum pot here. I bought this in Australia, and basically I just fill it up with old bait or bits of mackerel, especially from shark fishing. See if I can open it up. Look in there, I've cable tied a sinker in there, so when the bits of fish are in there I can shake it up and mash all the bits of fish up, and then it all floats away. Creates a chum slick. Talk about the my fish finder. I have a Lawrence Elite 4X DSI. It's perfect for what I do. I just want to see the depth and what's down there. You can get more advanced ones, but that one's perfect for me. And that sits under the sonar shield of the Ocean Kayak. And then I've got the Lawrence mount for the transducer with the waterproof cable ducts. You can see through there, and obviously there, so the cabling goes inside the kayak. Let's see if I can show you. So that's my transducer. Let's just get that out the way. As you can see, I've just put a little bit more carpet down here. This is mainly for summer when I go out in shorts and t-shirt. It's just nice to put your feet on. And it's also nice to clean your hands on as well. It's something you can just rub your hands on, get rid of slick or slime from the fish. Okay, another feature I have on the front here, I got some PVC piping and put a GoPro mount on the top, and that fits into the scupper hole like so. And if you look here, I filled it with foam so it floats. Plus on my GoPro that goes on there, I have a floaty back door. And then this little bottle, squeegee bottle here, is full of water and a little bit of a cleaner. So when I'm on the water and the salt water gets on the camera, I can just spray a little bit of water on there like that, and it cleans the screen. Or I can do it on the fish finder and stops the saltwater residue. Moving down, just my weights that I keep in there. It's easy access, so as soon as I get out I can chuck the bait out. Some bait elastic. Worms in there. Okay, moving down, I've made a cutting board just out of literally a cutting board, chopped it up and then screwed in a few brass pipe clips, which are the perfect size to fit into the holes on the mod pod on the Ocean Kayak, like so. And then it doesn't move when I'm cutting. Then moving down a little bit more, I have a set of Berkeley pliers. These are ideal for getting fish hooks out of the fish I catch. They've also got a little cutter on them so I can cut the line, adjust hooks. I've also got a crimping tool, which is ideal. And as you can see on the end here, there's a little knob there. That really helps grabbing a hook and getting out of the fish's mouth, especially with fish with teeth. And that just sits on the strap on the mod pod. Okay, further down I have a paddle leash. It's attached to the mod pod, and that goes around my paddle, obviously when my two-piece paddles put together. Let's just move these paddles out of the way. I just use feel-free paddles, nothing special. I'd like to upgrade one day, but that does the job for me at the moment. Okay, moving further down, I have the Scotty rocket launchers. I prefer these. They fix into place when you move them. I find the ball variants of these rocket launchers tend to slip, opposed to the Scotty ones, which stay firm. You can also add different attachments, and as you can see on the side here, you can put the rod holder away from you. But I like to keep them in this position, obviously facing forward, and it forms some nice armrests. I'll show you why I chose this. You can literally lift it up like so. You can swing while you're in the kayak. You just swing the rod around like so, and then just fix it into whatever position you want it in, and then you have it. And then obviously when you're done, just literally pop it back up again and then swing it back, obviously while you're sat in the seat. So yeah, that's why I chose the Scotty rocket launchers. And obviously on the side here, you can tilt it for the angle. Okay, moving down, got the Ocean Kayak seat. It's pretty comfy. As you can see here, I've just added a bit of foam underneath just to give some extra padding. On the other side there, oh, another thing I forgot to mention on the Scotty rocket launchers, I just drilled a little hole and I attached a leash for the rod. And then on the rod itself, I've put a little ring to attach the leash to. You know, the saying goes, kayak fishing, leash it or lose it. So if it's not leashed to you or the kayak and it falls in the water, it's gone. On the back here, I've got a what is called a Vittles Vault. It's a pet food container made by an American company called Petco. And I believe they go for around £80, which is quite steep, but anyway. I've attached some rod holders on the side. You can attach another two, but I find my two rods sit in them, and you know, maybe carry a spare one here, my camera mount the other one. I don't really need room for another two, but you can put them on. I'll do another session on this box and what I keep in it, different video, but that's for another day. As you can see, I've just attached a kayak handle to the top, so it's easy to carry. Okay, moving around the kayak. I have here what is a mop handle, extendable mop handle, and I've attached loads of foam to it, pipe insulation foam, if you can see through there, and then I've put duct tape around that to add as a float. And then on the back here, I've got a what is a bicycle light, and it can not only flash, it can stay lit. It's got all different features, and the best part is it's waterproof, so it acts as a nice visual aid at night when I'm fishing. And then on top here, as you can see, I have another GoPro for an angle above me, or I can put it in one of the rod holders, put it out to the side and get a side angle of the kayak, or put it to the front of me and get a front angle from height, which is quite nice. And then on the back here, as you can see, I've attached another mount there, so if I wanted to film people coming from behind, I can do that. And then I put a safety leash on there to attach the camera, so if this mount or the camera falls off, it's just a backup. Yeah, so that's my box at the back, and then I've just attached a little bag here which I keep spare batteries or mobile phone, that sort of thing, but to be fair, my phone stays on me most times, so it's just generally spare kit I need to hand, and this is just bait for the day. Today I'm going smooth on fishing, and I've got some squid and some mackerel, and obviously a few worms you saw earlier. Another thing on this side I failed to mention, I've just got a little rope here which I'll tuck under the seat, which is attached to the side. So if I feel that I want to attach myself to the kayak in case I fall off, I have that ability to do so. But the main point of this rope here is if I fall off and capsize, I can flick this rope straight over the other side of the kayak, grab it, and flip the kayak over quite easily when I'm in the water. It's just another aid that fits under the seat there. Cool, so I'm going to talk to you about my anchor setup that I have and how I use it. So if you open up the mod pod, throw the baits out of the way, mod pod. Here's my anchor setup. Cool, so that's my anchor setup. Let's just talk about anchor trolley quickly. So my anchor trolley, you can have an anchor trolley on both sides of the kayak. I just prefer to have it on one side. I don't feel the need to have it on the other side as well. And as you can see here, I've just screwed in a ring, and then a carabiner, and then a little pulley. And I've got some rope here. I used to have bungee, but don't get bungee because it bends out like that, and you won't be able to reach the anchor in strong tides. So definitely firm rope, quite tight. And that runs along the side of the kayak. And then in the middle I have a larger carabiner that opens and closes. And obviously I've just put on the handle there, but you can take it off the handle. Just get that off. Cool, so obviously I've got my trolley set up, which is obviously blocking it, but this moves freely up and down the kayak like that. So you can place your anchor to the front or to the back of your kayak. So let's move down, all the way down, same thing at the back, ring, carabiner, and another pulley. And obviously I've made this pretty tight. Well, I'm going to talk to you now about my anchor setup. I've showed you my anchor trolley and how it goes back and forth. Now I'm going to show you the anchor setup I use. You know, different people use different anchor setups. This one works for me, always has. You know, so yeah, show you how I do it. First of all, I've got a carabiner that attaches to the actual other carabiner on the main kayak with a bit of line. It comes down. There's attached to my anchor reel. So that line there, all the way to the kayak, and I can move that back and forth to the front or to the back depending on which way the tide's going. And that comes down to my diver's reel that's got about 50 meters of line on it. It's more than enough for the depths I fish in. You might need a bigger reel with more line depending on where you're fishing. On the other side of the diver's reel, I've just got a bit of line coming up attached to a buoy. This is so if I ever have to detach from the kayak, I can always come back and find my anchor, because I'll just look for the buoy, provided I let enough line out. Right, and then coming from the anchor reel itself, I've just got the line that's then attached to a meter of chain. So I've got a meter of chain on there. I should probably have heavier chain, but this chain is fine, seems to work. If you're wondering what this little bag is attached here, it's just a little mesh bag that when I put my anchor down, I just fill it up with chopped mackerel to create a chum slick on the floor where I'm fishing, and then I do another chum slick on the top of the chum pot I showed you earlier. And then my anchor chain comes off here, and then it's attached to a rope, which is mainly attached to the front of an anchor. This is a 2.5 kilo folding anchor. I used to use a 1.5 kilo, but with the strong tides in the Solent, 2.5 kilo seems to work for me. So yeah, the reason why it's not just attached directly to the anchor itself is that if you get stuck on rocks and you pull hard enough and these little cable ties break, the chain will move around to the front and then pull the anchor out, and the anchor will come back that way. So yeah, that's a little safety feature. I probably should change this, I've got a bit overkill there, but yeah. Anyway, that is my anchor setup. So it's the 2.5 kilo anchor attached to a meter of chain, which is then attached to a diver's reel. And then from the diver's reel, I've got two separate lines, one coming to a buoy and the other one coming off to the side of the kayak. Yeah, that's my kayak setup. Hope you enjoyed the video. If I missed anything and there's anything else you'd like to know about the kayak, please ask questions in the comments and I'll reply to you. In terms of what I'm wearing, what I carry on my PFD and my dry box, I'll do separate videos on those. So yeah, video and tie line. Yes, it's a big one.